Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to go over how I make my grocery list. I usually shop at Aldi and they do not have, well, I don't use their online ordering, and I feel like it's much easier if I just go into the store and look around and shop that way. So today my goal is to make my grocery list and possibly show you a new way to make your grocery list that makes it much easier when you are roaming around the store looking for all your items. So we can go ahead and get into it. I'm in my mini happy planner right now with a Agenda 52 cover that I ripped the rings out of a few years ago. I made this cute little fall collage last night, and I just think it's so cute. But I'm gonna go, I always use my planner when I go grocery shopping because it helps me see everything. I just keep everything in one place. We do a every 2-week rotation of dinners and snacks and breakfast and such, mainly for my son. But we do dinners for the whole family. And so I can kind of just look back like, oh, I grabbed these things for that week. I can grab the same thing again, since we just are mainly on a rotation. There are nights we do go get fast food or something we eat out, but mainly I like to cook at home. It's just a lot easier, a lot cheaper, and so I always have a grocery list. I'm always making a grocery list because I'm always going to the store. Now I go to Aldi normally, and so since I go to Aldi, the way the store is set up, which this will work for any store, but the way the store is set up is kind of how I set my grocery list up. The way I'm setting it up will work for really any store because it's just by area. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. What I do is I divide my paper into 4 sections. So just one long line down the middle and one line in the middle. So hot dog, hamburger style, if you remember that from elementary school. So I do 4 sections. That's enough. I don't feel like there needs to be any more sections. You could add more if you wanted to, but then it gets a little bit complicated. So start of my grocery list looks just like this, big plus sign in the middle, and then I'll add my areas. So we'll have an area called the aisle, right? So aisles are like where you get your breads, your cereals, your canned goods, your spices, just the regular grocery aisles you see in a grocery store. So we'll have our aisle, and then I like to put produce as one. And so produce is your produce, your bananas, your oranges, your apples, your carrots, potatoes, just the produce area. So you'll have your aisle and your produce area. And then I like to go down here and we'll put cold things / meats. So these are cold, not frozen. So your eggs, milk, lunch meats, steak if you want to buy steak, your beef. These are your cold and your meats. That's what that section is. Excuse me. We also have the final one, which is frozen. So your frozen section, which will basically be all the frozen items that you can get at the grocery store. So that's how I prepare my grocery list. I have 4 sections. We do the aisle, produce, cold meats together because usually you can find them, or where I shop at, you can find them. Aldi, you find them near each other. And then frozen, kind of off on its own. So, example, I'm actually making my grocery list. I need to go to the store, hopefully tonight, or I might end up just ordering from Walmart as well. If you do end up ordering from Walmart, you don't necessarily have to make a grocery list, but it does help me so I do not forget anything, because I am such a forgetful person that if I don't write it down, I don't remember it. So, like I said, it's not perfect. It needs work, but we do like a 2-week rotation of dinners, for sure dinners. The lunches are for my son. The snacks are for his school. He just gets a snack from the snack bin. We have a little bin in our pantry that he does get a snack from, and then his breakfast that I try to do. But I only bought for like half of our week, and so I should have bought for the whole week. Therefore, I needed to make this grocery list. But like I said, I like to keep it in my planner because then I know exactly where it's at. It's not a loose paper floating around in my bag somewhere that I lose. Or, oh, did I remember my grocery list? Well, if I have my big planner, then I have it. So I know where it's at. I know some people just like to order online, and I mentioned that, and that's fine. Ordering online is fine. But if you don't write it down, sometimes you forget things, and then your order comes and then you don't know what happened and you just forget things, and it's very common. So that's how I set it up, kind of filling it in here. We need some ground beef. We need some bacon. We're going to have breakfast one night. I love breakfast for dinner. Breakfast for any time is really my favorite. We need more bread. I'm going to put snacks on here just so I can grab some easy snacks for my son to grab and go. We need some strawberries. Anyone else's children or yourself go through strawberries like crazy? Strawberries, blueberries, all the fruits eaten up, and then they're just gone. I don't really know what frozen things we need. We don't really need a lot, but anyways, that's all I wanted to share today, was making the grocery list. This will help you so much if you just categorize each area. It helps you when you're walking through the store. You know exactly where you're going. And you can be able to shop a little bit faster. You're not looking around, and you're also not buying as many extra things. Of course, there's going to be extra things that you're going to see and say, ooh, that looks good. But mainly, you can stay on task and be able to get what you need. So I'm going to finish this up. But you guys have the best day. It's almost Friday. Today's Thursday. So we're looking forward to the weekend. And have a wonderful day. Catch you on the next one.